Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Giants under the lights on Sunday night.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This evening, prepare to this divisional round. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's an age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
You know, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back and forth, but it is no question. With players, they want that #1 seed, they want that bye, and they want to be sitting on their couch during the wild card round, watching everybody else beat each other up. You factor in that rest, you factor in getting your legs back under you and getting some guys back, maybe who were out some previous weeks, and you're playing in front of your home crowd. That's every team's dream to start the season, and it's exactly what we got here.
One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. And those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to get ready for the offseason.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Devontae. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia. Right back to the fullback. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Try to the right side this time. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop you in the backfield. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. throw on the move is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Okay, ready?
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
We'll go back to Singletary on first down. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big-time play out of the G-men. 37 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. On second down, it's Singletary. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
On the jump.
They'll look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And he's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. First and 10 now from the 36.
Great. Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Great. Set. Delta.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the count. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense.
Great.
Third down and 9.
Delta.
Now it's Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Here comes the... brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Giants offense about ready to get going. On their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And you work this forward to the 35. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Check go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Great, set.
On play action, Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Giants. Now a 3rd and 2.
Great, set.
Now Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A nice gain out of that position, Mike, that we don't typically see get a lot of carries anymore. I'm a big fan of any offense that still recognizes the usefulness of that fullback position. Work him in every now and then as a ball carrier, and you can see it pay off.
Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. Pick up a 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. We'll try again here. Second and 10. Hurts. He runs with it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Try again. It's second and 10. We'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. Having to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. Hurts now. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within one. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Giants offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is just a point.
Let's go.
As they begin it on this drive with first and 10. He'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's second and 6.
Go.
They'll run once more with Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. Down the sideline to the 20. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play for the Giants. 54 yards.
Set it. Ready.
To the air now on first and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On the ground, it's Singletary. He is in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play and take coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Yo, touch it! Yo, touch it!
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
Yo, touch it! Yo, touch it!
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Hey, Silver. Yo, touch it!
Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got him. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Philadelphia.
Yo, touch it!
Here's Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Yo, touch it! Yo, touch it!
Hurts again. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Yo, touch it!
On third down, here's Hurts. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10.
Ready up! Ready! Hot, hot!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Come on!
He'll come up now for second down and 4.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now.
He will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
Great, check!
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great, set! Yo,
Now Hurts. Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
Dre, set. Delta.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A huge play just before the half. 62 yards.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Ready.
The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Pass complete to Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away. And incomplete.
Set. Street.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
Hut, hut.
Now a handoff to Singletary. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It is 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Udi's kick is good. And And the Giants add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Set. Delta.
Off the play fake, Hurts. This one complete, right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
His throw left side is complete.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also a first down.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points,
so they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They send the tight end in motion.
Bronco switch. Bronco take over.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ready.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Ready. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now, faking the give. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
On the set. Go. Go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Go left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
so after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Singletary now on 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Set. Check smash.
Putting
Check
the
smash.
tight end in motion.
Ready, ready.
On the handoff, Singletary. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Let's go.
A couple of
79
third down
Broncos.
conversions already on this drive.
Hurt,
This
hurt.
one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
Take go.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Set.
On the give, it's Tracy. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? Ready?
That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And now following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Set it.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got it inside the 5. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll throw with him again. And this time he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense... The Eagles offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, the tight end is always open, and This just supports my case.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Hey, let's go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. First and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. No touching.
Again, Hurts. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
No touching.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Crowd left Yeti. No touching.
To the air again. Hurts. That's over the middle. Complete to Brown.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
No touch.
Hurts will try it again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll let the fullback try to push
Hey, let's
the
go.
clock.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Great, set. No touch.
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Ready. Set, go.
On the ground. It's right back to Tracy. And it'll be a pickup of... So third down, forthcoming. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball batted away. And he... Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Great, set.
Hurts. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Set.
To throw, Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2.
Set.
Hurts again. Rolling right, it's taken in. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to the reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards for the catch.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Set.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They are moving on as the #1 seed Victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on